Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me now? All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sports Game Vision in the building. As you can see my graphic here, we are going to talk about him, but we are going to actually talk about the show tonight. It's Sports Game Vision Live Sports Night. Welcome to our Friday show every Friday on this social media platform, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, wherever your viewing pleasures are, listening pleasures are. We are here in the building, and I got my guest here with me today, Seven Mitchell.
Yo,
What's going on, brother? Can you see what I got on?
unfortunately, yeah, wrong colors. Respectable,
Uh,
respectable. I'm not
yeah,
mad at that. I'm not mad at that
yeah.
at all. Not
Number
mad at that at
15.
all. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. Shout
yeah.
out to Mello. Shout out to Mello, a
Mello.
true American hero. Where are these guys
Man,
at? Where the hell is BA and Cole at? We need to get this show started right tonight. I'm not for
I
no
don't
stuff. I've
know.
sat back and allowed y'all to talk a little bit too much. I see
Cole,
you had a
Cole.
show last night.
Yeah, man. I've been trying, I've been under the weather. I finally was able to get it done last night. Been holding on to those topics, but I said, let me get it out the way. I felt a little better. And
Ain't
I
nothing
tried
wrong
to
with
get you
that.
on. I was like, hey, I might seven might be asleep though.
I don't know what be up with me, man.
Yeah. You got a different
Well,
setup.
shout
I
out to
see
the
you back
sports
there.
game vision community.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
sir.
man. I got a little couple different things in the arsenal. You know how I
Okay.
do.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Hopefully they show up. Well, Cole, we haven't seen him in a few episodes here, so hopefully he shows up. But either way,
Oh, you gotta summons these dudes. We gotta
yeah,
court summon these dudes because I ain't playing no games this weekend, man.
I think BA probably show up. We'll see. But here's the start of the show. The first we got the game coming on tonight. Pretty soon we got the Pistons and the Cavaliers and the
Hmm.
Hornets and the 76ers. Then we've got, I think, by the Dallas and Boston game should be pretty good. 7:30.
It's a game of the night.
Yep. We got Golden State and Toronto, and Golden State has been on a tear lately. We've got Portland in Memphis, which is kind of a wash game just to watch basketball, I guess. You got Sacramento and Minnesota, which should be pretty good.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they're two teams in contention, playoff teams.
Yeah, Sacramento. I'm not sold. They just don't look as good as they did last year to me.
Yeah, I'm not so that they're maybe go deep in the playoffs, but I do think that they're a good team, obviously, and it should at least be a good game to watch on TV. Then you got, my guy right here, the one of the best point guards in the league, Tyrese Halliburton versus those New Orleans Pelicans.
Should be ashamed of yourself. She'd have lost this last night. Didn't Indiana just lose last night?
Did they? Let me see.
Terrible. Terrible. Just pathetic.
Then you got your team, you and BA's team, which I need to be grappling over. Milwaukee versus the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, I'm looking at that schedule for Milwaukee. I don't like the fact they got a bunch of easy games going in the second half of the season. So I got my eye close on the Milwaukee Bucks because I want my wings.
Yeah, he can't lose 4 games. That's what he talked about it last night on the show. I don't know if you got to listen to the replay, but yeah, he's
Oh yeah, I
he's
heard it.
counting.
Every disrespectful comment that y'all had, I heard everything. Trust me.
And in the late game, we've got that's the Washington Wizards versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers
Mm-hmm.
should win that fairly easily, more than likely.
We said the same thing about the Lakers.
Yeah,
See
they
how
went to
that wound
overtime,
out last
right?
night. Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then of course we'll pop in the standings so everybody can see what's going on in the NBA community here. Boston, who I feel is the top right now, even though you know how I feel about Porzingis. So far, Boston is holding up. They're looking like the best team in the league going forth. And on the West Side, Timberwolves are staying up there. They're looking pretty respectable, at least for this regular season. Who you got?
Oh Lord. I don't understand why you give Minnesota so much credit week in and week out on this show when the standings for the Western Conference is always so close. They're not running away with this just as well as they've been playing. OKC has been playing well. Denver has been steadfast all season. I think that it's just the shock value of seeing Minnesota at the top of the food chain for the duration of the year, but I'm not sold that Minnesota is the best team in the Western Conference. Are you crazy? Give me Denver, Lakers, Clippers, Phoenix, Dallas before Minnesota when we talk about a 7-game series. In the East, Boston got it. I said Boston, LA, title 18 battle. I predicted that from the preseason, so hopefully we still get that. Look at BA. I see you, BA. So maybe we lost Hank momentarily, but this is Sports Game Vision. You guys make sure y'all smash that like button. We are in the building live every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, here on Sports Game Vision. Make sure y'all follow Hank on YouTube or Twitter as well at SGV Talks. He's on social media everywhere doing his thing, putting his numbers up. So make sure y'all show him some support. BA in the building. Make sure y'all show my brothers some support as well. He in the live chat. Get your bars up media for the best commentating on hip hop, battle rap, and more. Sports included. Lock in with Get Your Bars Up Media. We about to run the gauntlet tonight, though, boys and girls, when Hank get back. Y'all already know how we do, man. We got a lot to talk about in the NBA community. I'm pretty sure Hank got some more extra topics to lock in with on this Friday night. So kick back and enjoy the show because it's about to be a movie. No question. Right now, we're talking about the Eastern Conference, Western Conference standings. I can hear you now, G.
All right. I don't know what's going on with this mic, but I'm back.
Here we go. He's in the building.
Man, we're gonna jump into this the game part of Sports Game Vision. They saying GTA 6 is gonna have a 3-on-3 basketball mode. You think it's gonna be fire?
Oh, it probably won't be fire as far as the actual game play. You can't have high expectations on that, like it's 2K or something like that. But just the fact of having that element in the game, I love it.
Absolutely. I think it's a little side mission. If they take their time on it, man, it might be a little something they spend those extra, what is it called, them downloadable content points on. And guys will be playing that, getting NBA players on the Grand Theft Auto side of things, playing 3-on-3, probably NBA Jam session style. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I think that I'm definitely going to probably purchase that copy. Been a long waiting for that game to come out, and to have little small things like this in the game will probably be fun to enjoy. As we move forward here, some NBA news. Did you see this earlier,
Okay.
7? Did you see me?
The Atlanta Hawks are waving Patty Mills. Really?
Yeah. They're waving him. He's shooting 38.2% from the 3-point line in limited role. So he'd be perfect on certain teams. You think he'd be good for the Lakers?
Absolutely. Depending on what the asking price is.
Yeah, it should be very, very minimum right now at this point in time. Definitely can do catch and shoot. So it'd be perfect for the situation and can help the team. Obviously, he'll help us some other teams as well. But of course, we got our guy here, Mr. Lakerland. So we definitely got to add those players to the team when we get a chance to do it.
You know it.
I don't know if you've seen this, and I didn't really get a chance to dig in further. I don't know if you have as well. But our guy Andrew Wiggins is all stepping away from the Golden State Warriors once again. Don't know why. Is kind of vague, just like last year when he stepped away. We heard all the rumors last year. They saying that it wasn't true, but the wife or the girlfriend or whatever baby mother, however she is to him, relationship to him. But did you hear about this news?
I briefly saw the tweet on it on social media, and it just kind of threw me for a loop because I was like, "Damn, I thought we just went through this with Andrew Wiggins, taking some time off." So, I really didn't get any details on it. I wasn't looking for any details on it. If it is something serious, I wish him the best of luck. But those are the ops. So, no love lost for me.
Yeah, I mean, we guys are definitely delving into the mental health subjects lately. Kevin Love and what's my guy name for Chicago, DeMar DeRozan. I think that whatever's going on, and there's rumors that he's family member, parent issues, health issues. That was one other rumor. Those things could definitely affect him on the court. So, hopefully everything goes well for him and then he can get back and be able to enjoy his playing style and being able to try to get back into the winning ways with the Golden State Warriors.
It sounds to me, Hank, that you are I'm not going to say a fan, but possibly an advocate of this storyline of mental health in the NBA and how all these excuses and passes should be given because of it.
No, I'm not saying passes, but it doesn't mean it's not partially true as well. We all deal with something.
Let me ask you a question, because you've watched basketball for years, decades. Was there ever talks of mental health in the 80s and the 90s? Was that ever a term used?
They just did crack and smoked weed.
But what I'm saying is this: we've watched legends, we've watched the greatest of the greats in the league play, build careers, legacies, and all that. And like you said, everybody has went through something, but we never used that term, mental health. And we never, growing up watching this game, saw players take nights off because of it. It's this new generational term that people are using, and I'm not saying that it's all fake. I mean, I believe that mental health is real, but I just feel like, bro, we've watched decades of this game and players play at high levels, different levels, of course, because the competition is different now. I don't know. I really be having a problem sometimes when it comes to this mental health crisscross with sports. Sometimes it kind of blows my mind because I'm just so used to seeing athletes do what they do, and that was never an issue or a concern or a topic of discussion before.
Welcome to the show. We got BA from Get Your Bars Up Media in the building right now.
What up,
Make
gang?
it 7. What's happening? What's happening?
Oh,
Happy Friday, G.
Hey man, happy 2024 for everybody. Like, forget just a Friday. Oh, hey, happy year to everybody. 100%. 100%. I just heard what you were saying, Seven, as far as like the mental health aspect, right? And I agree. It's a little weaker now, right? This next generation. But I was talking to a therapist in regards to like in regards to, well, a certified therapist in regards to like the mindset of today, especially the youth, people in their 30s and down, pretty much. And it's what I was told was it's always been there. That stress has always been there, but now it's minds are overstimulated on top of the pressure, meaning that now we have social media and things and constant like screen time, and instead of just dealing with your problems and focusing on your problems, you're focused on everything outside of them until your problems smack you in the face, and then you bring on the energies of your problems as well as everybody else's. And that's one of the biggest things that That I mean that I was that the gentleman had told me, and I was like, damn. I thought about it, and I was like, ooh wee, and it made sense.
But see, here's my thing, and I agree. Social media definitely has enhanced, know, everyday life. So players back in the day that I'm referring to didn't have to go through the type of scrutiny that fans of this new generation does. That thanks to the cell phone and technology, that's a fact. But even still, just in my opinion, and everybody picks up their phone. I mean, it's kind of hard to not, you know, take that action in just in everyday life. But it's also not a requirement of life for you to be on social media, for you to read every tweet about you, this, that, and the third. Like you have a choice. It's a tough choice. It's a challenge,
Exactly.
but you do have a choice. It's not force fed to you as far as what the people are saying. And I'm pretty sure that there are people who are functioning well in 2024 that don't play the internet so heavy. And I feel like for that reason alone, because it's not forced, these players can't use that as an excuse for days off and all this extra type of uh hospitality when it's not mandatory. You just have to be disciplined and strong enough not to really feed in. I know it's hard because it's kind of everywhere, but that's just where I stand on it. I just have a problem with it because I feel like they still have a choice to separate themselves from what's happening on social media.
I
Yeah,
do. Go
but
ahead,
say
Hank.
as
My
far
bad.
as personal issues, like for instance with his parents, if that was the rumor, there was something with the parents
Mm,
that could affect you. And but I mean, look, back in the day, we were raised to shut up and take it. Remember, man up, right?
yeah,
It's a different generation, so they have opportunities to go get mental health and talk to somebody, all that type of stuff. Where before it was shunned. So in this case, I'm sure in the 80s or 90s or whatever, maybe guys medicated themselves with illegals or prescriptions or
guys had
just
to
took it
face
out
it.
on the court,
They had
you
to
know,
face
Yep.
it. They
or
had to face
take
it.
it out on the court. Either way.
Yeah,
But I'm saying they had to face it, and some of them probably, I'm sure there was some of them that couldn't take it. It just had to show up no matter what. Where now guys are having the opportunity to kind of step away for a little bit.
yeah. So it gets the part that gets a little tricky to me is all three of us. We pretty much are near the same age, right? Therefore, we were like we did like you said, Seven. We had a choice, and we know we still got our choices because we wasn't born into this, right? But this newer generation, these 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 year olds, they were born like this. This right here is like it's like a hand, it's like a part of their body for real, which makes it which I don't want to make excuses for anybody, especially when they grow up, because when you grow up, you still make your choices and everything, and you still it's up to you to learn what your flaws and stuff are. But it's hard for me to really speak for this younger generation when I know that this is what like this is you. This is you. Like you are technology specifically.
Yeah, it's crazy, but shout out to him. Hope everything go well. I'm sure the
Yeah.
team I know the team needs him, but get his stuff handled.
It's the second year in a row, right?
Second year in a row. I shout
Last
out to the team for not leaking anything though.
But
yeah,
that's
but
another thing. That's another thing. If you're gonna do this, be transparent. Like I want to. I mean, I hate to be in your business.
yeah,
I want to know
yeah.
what mentally are you experiencing, at least to a fault, that's going to prevent you from playing in this game that I paid for you to see. I don't want you to keep getting by off of this, like, because I feel like players are going to eventually abuse this, and
Well,
that's
once
why I
the
don't
door is
like
open,
it.
you know how people do. They abuse it
Huh?
anyway. Once the door is open, anything people start abusing.
Yeah, that's why I would like a little bit more transparency on figuring out what's the problem. Not that I can remedy it or give you a solution, but Andrew Wiggins, what's the problem? Here we go. This is the second time. What's going on? There was a lot of speculations the first go round. It was either your girlfriend, it was your dad, it was something. So now what's going on? All this personal reason stuff. I don't know.
Thank you, LeBron James. I
He,
blame him. I
For
blame
what?
LeBron for all of this. I just blame him for everything that's
You
happening.
should. You know, he's the greatest. And I know we're gonna get into it, LeBron later on in the show, but bro, if you think that LeBron James is not the greatest of all time, I don't know what is wrong with people at this point, bro. Seriously, but we're gonna talk about it.
He's not. He's definitely not.
You're crazy.
He's he's not. He's your GOAT. He's not the
No,
GOAT,
he
but he's
is
your GOAT.
the greatest of all time, yo.
He is. He's your GOAT. He's your GOAT, but he's not the GOAT though. But he's your GOAT. That's
Hank, be
understandable.
prepared to have an extended segment because I promise you, I'm not gonna let BA get away with this one tonight. I've been doing it too long. Not tonight. 40K in the building.
We're getting close to LeBron now, so let's move on to the next topic. Is actually another LA native, former Laker, now a Clipper. Russell Westbrook is building 180 affordable housing units in South Central LA. Thought this is pretty dope. You know, he's building his portfolio. He's trying to be a billionaire himself, but this is pretty cool. I know that T.I. did something similar down in Atlanta, and it's cool to see that he's trying to reach back and help out in his own community as well. What you guys think about this?
Bravo. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100. This is like, are you trying to help or you just want to be a boss? Because you just said he's trying to be a billionaire. So are you doing this genuinely for the people, or are you really out here just trying to buy up as much land as you can so you can look back and be El Chapo when you
Basically
turn
your second career? Yeah, your career after basketball is in real estate. Could start right here.
Exactly. So
You know,
I don't know, but if he is doing it genuinely to help people, bravo to him and salute to him, man. I hope that it grows, and I hope that hope he's able to help millions of people if he can, not thousands but millions one day.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people that are homeless. You know, it's a big epidemic out now west Coast.
way more than 180, and that's what I don't like about this situation. You know, like, and I'm not saying Russell Westbrook is responsible for housing the homeless in, you know, Southern California or whatever. I mean, I think this gesture is very, very commendable. So don't get it twisted. What I feel like whenever we have a player that's willing to put himself out there like that with this impact of a move, we need to have other people matching that. Russell Westbrook is not the richest guy in the world, and he's not the only guy in his tax bracket that makes whatever money he's making. The city, the state, everybody should be matching what Russell Westbrook is looking to do so they could double and triple, you know, the amount of affordable housing. If Russell could potentially put up 180, what about another player? Or what about a team? Or what about other officials in the city and state? Man, match his dollar for dollar and get more housing done. Don't put that all on Russell because
the state and the city to really do it, and probably the team, because Bomber has a lot of bread, you know that. So if the team owner and then the state could do it, that would be awesome to get more affordable housing in the neighborhood.
yeah, they need to, because this is not going to solve the problem. 180 housing units is not going to even dent the problem.
The people, the people are not like people don't care, bro. People don't care, man. Like I said, it's always something. As much as I want to believe this, which it's a chance that it could be all genuine. As much as I want to believe that this is a genuine thing, that he's really out here trying to help people, most people of that status do not do this. I mean, they do this, but they do it because of an incentive,
personal gain, right? It's a flip. Like I said, it could be it's a smart move. Yeah. I mean, of course, on face value, it looks good for the community. You can't go wrong with that. But like you said, BA, this could potentially, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't even have a problem with that, you know. But if I'm not mistaken, didn't Steph Curry just turn down an opportunity similar to this not too long ago?
I think he turned down something in his neighborhood, and I think the NBA community, sports community, was going hard on him about it as well, because it was, affordable housing, I believe.
Yeah, but people don't understand. Like, I would like to go back and revisit to figure out why Steph wasn't with that, because there has to be pros and cons when you're jumping in this type of situation. You know, I don't feel like Steph is a bad guy, so it had to be some red flags that make Steph not want to, engage in this type of stuff. So
What's the term where everybody in the hood is moved out? Gentrification, right?
Yep.
And this goes to what Seven is talking about. Say that he does this, it gets up within the next 5 years. Well, 5 years from there, gentrification could happen. Rates and the cost of the land and the buildings go up to the point where now he could sell it for 5 times as what he actually put into it. Therefore, he will do that. And that is what I'm talking about when it comes to, oh, are you doing this for the people? Or this is really just a personal thing where you're like, man, I could flip this in a few years.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how the former owner of the Clippers that built his portfolio up was in real estate in those areas, and that's how he got to buy the Clippers in the first place.
Yeah. I wish a lot of these athletes and entertainers weren't they weren't in the Illuminati. Because if they weren't in the Illuminati, they'd be able to actually do that. Because it sounds crazy, but if you worth millions of dollars, and a lot of these people are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, if you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars, why not invest? Why not invest $20 million and match that with 15 to 20 other 100 millionaires?
Because it's all a tax write-off. You're going to get your damn money back.
That's a fact. That's
short
a fact.
term and long term.
You ain't going to have to pay. You ain't got to pay taxes on a thing.
Nope.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Shout out to Russell. I'm believing he's in the right place. He's got a lot of money anyway. I said that he's trying to be a billionaire, but he's got a lot of money anyway. I think he's past that half a billion mark right now. So yeah, just I know he's from that those parts. So I believe he's probably got his heart in the right place. So we'll see. Shout out to Russell. On to the next topic for us. I don't know if you guys have anything for this, but I'm a shout out to one of my childhood guys. He's about to retire this weekend. His final match. It's going to be in a few days. AEW pay-per-view Revolution. Sting is going to retire. He's got the tag team belts with Darby Allin right now. But it's been a long career, man. Great career. One of the guys I grew up watching. So, shout out to Sting. Congratulations on hanging it up and doing it properly, considering how it went in WWE. So he gets to hang it up the way he wants to.
Shout out to Sting, man.
Yeah,
please.
He never, like, Sting is probably what, top 50 all the time? Top 50?
He's up there. In my opinion, he's got to be high up there.
Yeah, I think that he just, to me, honestly, when he had the box flat top blonde,
that's the real deal. This right here, this dude's a joke. This dude right here, this is all for the kids. This is a clown show. This dude right here, I don't respect.
He came out the rafters, man. That's what he got.
He's a joke then when he was coming out the rafters. I didn't like none of that new WCW. No. NWA.
He just did it the other day too. He did it again.
The NWO Award.
Yeah, that was so goofy, bro. I hated that. Anytime he was in that, once he got rid of that flat top, bro, it was a wrap for me.
It was time, man. It was time. The 80s style had to go. He had to change.
Yeah, I mean, it was smart, as far as marketing go, because he was one of the highest sellers as far as merchandise and stuff like that. So it was it was a smart move, but you lost me as a quote unquote fan, because I'm just so old school. I'm just not so hip to those types of new crazy adjustments. Overnight adjustments.
That was actually the biggest time of his career was the NWO when he came out and he had his run with the what's the name of the movie, The Crow.
Yeah,
right. He took that whole idea. And he changed the game with that. But like you said, when he was boxed, when he had the box top, he was good.
Problem,
bro. Yeah.
But it's business.
Salute to him, man. I don't even watch wrestling no more. But to see that, I know this guy because he's in the era of when I did watch wrestling. because I watched that all the way until I was about a teenager, pretty much. He was one of them guys. So salute to him, man. I think Hank, you I know Hank talking right now, but he must have accidentally pressed the button because we can't hear you, Hank. We definitely can't hear you, Hank. Can you hear him, Seven?
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, did you hear when I said about Sting Scott Hall was the one that gave him that name? Gave him the character rather?
Nah, you like went like you just disappeared.
Yeah.
You disappeared.
We having them technical difficulties again, guys. Sorry about that, but it's all right. We're gonna keep on pushing.
For sure.
Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, he's the one that gave him this character during that late 80s, that transition. The late 80s, early 90s, that transition for him and Hogan. People were tired of that gimmicky, superhero, all for America type style. And they had to turn to something a little bit bad guyish, darker. And this is the suggestion he gave him, and he changed his career.
Yeah, what do you call that? Is it anti-hero? It's what you call it? It's a name. It's a name for no. Heel is a bad guy, but he wasn't a bad guy. He was a
rebel.
No,
Babyface.
It's called no. It's not. It's not. It's called it's the superheroes. The superheroes that are cool, but they do negative stuff. They do bad stuff too, but they're good guys.
Oh, okay. Right. Talking about,
yeah. If I can figure out the name, I can figure out. But it's either anti-hero or it's something. It's something of that nature where he's a good guy, but he's like a quote unquote badass, like
a vigilante.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect. Appreciate this, Evan. That's what helped him. That's what propelled his career. He turned into a vigilante.
Same thing with Hogan, with the whole Hollywood Hogan NWO. That changed everything for him too.
He turned into a straight heel. He turned into a straight 100% heel. Hogan was yeah.
I looked at this earlier, B. I don't know if you were able to see this topic here. Did you see this information pop up earlier about Caleb?
Has declined to medical examinations with teams at the combine and did not sign off on having his medical record shared with the team. That's man. I don't know if y'all. I've heard that it was some things going on with him though. I heard it was some things going on with him, man.
He hiding something.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is specifically because it's all just words of like from blogs and things of that nature. But he's been having this. Like this is not new. This is like this is recent, but this whole season, it's been something going on with him. So yeah. I don't know, man. This is crazy, but team's still gonna take a chance on him though.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, especially when you're trying to get drafted and you don't want them to look into what you got going on. Thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But we will move on to something I know Seven is going to enjoy.
Uh-oh.
Oh! 9 points. So 40,000. You thought it was something disrespectful for seeing his jersey number on a billboard.
Bro, it is disrespectful. And I made my point clear. How dare you put a thumbnail up with LeBron with his back turned? First of all, it's not even his number. Then you got his back turned. You got everybody else's face. We want to see the GOAT's face. We want to see the King's face. You couldn't have found a way to identify 40,000 without disrespecting Bron like that.
Not disrespecting Bron. Everybody know who that is.
I thought it was Rondo for a second, BA.
Yeah, right.
What's going on here?
I know, right? That's Rondo. Yo, 40,000, man. Salute to LeBron, man. He's been playing for a very, very long time, man. Very, very long time.
See, here you go, B. Hank,
what? I'm not
visual down. We need to see faces with this. See, this is why I want to Hank to fix his we're gonna do this. Hank, I'm gonna show you before we end the show. We're gonna figure this out. How you can put your visuals along with the cameras, because we need to see this. BA, I really, honestly need you to explain to me as quick as you can. A guy who already, I don't even want to run down LeBron's accolades, what he's done.
Yeah.
But the guy who has now scored more points than anyone in NBA history is about to be the first guy in history to score 40,000 points. There's no one else that's going to come close to probably surpassing him ever. How is LeBron James not the greatest of all time once he gets this accomplishment?
Just because he got 40,000 points, he has to be the greatest.
See how you doing that? I'm not only using 40,000 points. I'm using his whole body of work, and I'm adding 40,000 points, something no one has ever done before. I'm adding that as a cherry on top.
It's too many. It's still too many holes in his leg. It's like too many holes in his legacy on that court, bro. It's too many. Can you
go down some of these hosts? Look at Storm talk about Michael Jordan as the GOAT. Can you?
Yeah, Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT. The greatest, bro. What have you been watching for the last 21 years? Yo, I am lost and confused.
I've been watching a guy that had ups and downs, but mostly just been losing. I've been watching a guy that lose a lot. They like he got him 4 rings in 21 years. About to be 4 rings in 22 years. When he do that, maybe 23 if he wait for Bryce. So
what do you mean he got them 4 rings in 21 years?
He got himself 4 rings from hood hopping. The dude is a hood hopper.
Hood hopping.
Yeah. He jumps from hood to hood to win championships.
In every uniform he has put on BA, and you know it, has been the best player on his team, especially in all those championship runs.
So did Michael Jordan, even though he only had 1 jersey that he won everything with.
Jordan, however, as efficient as Jordan was in the NBA Finals, because that's all y'all have to bank to hold y'all head on.
We got defensive. We got defensive first team.
Michael was not the greatest defensive person in history. Kobe had just as many defensive accolades as Michael. Michael has never done what LeBron James has done.
And LeBron has never done nowhere near what Michael has done, except stack up points.
The only thing LeBron has not done that Michael has done is won 6 championships in one destination. But that's basically it.
LeBron James is the Emmitt Smith of football, man.
So
we all know the greatest running back to ever play was Barry Sanders.
What? Hold on.
We know this.
Barry's my guy. I can't lie to you.
He's the greatest to ever do it.
Barry wasn't nothing better than Walter Payton.
Yes,
or OJ. Really? You got
Barry Sanders. He's better than both of them. He was better than both of them, man. Hey, but then you got somebody like Emmitt Smith who had he stayed in the league a little. He stayed in the league a little longer, and then he broke little records and all of that stuff. That's LeBron. LeBron.
Let's take a look at it. So I was listening to Colin Cowherd. I couldn't find the clip to bring it on the show, but he was saying basically
Colin full of
that. But listen, he's saying that Bron is the best overall because of how long he's done it consistently, including in these years where he's still putting up great numbers.
I can't listen to Colin Hurd because he actually has joint ventures with Clutch Sports. I can't listen to him.
Is he lying though? Is LeBron James not the same guy from when we first seen him come into the league until now? Is LeBron James not still the same guy?
No, he's not.
Oh my goodness.
He's not.
Bro, are you kidding me?
How is he the same player?
How is LeBron James not?
No, he's not. He's definitely not.
Bro, you are tripping. LeBron is still box office to this day.
He can't carry a franchise by himself. He can't do that no more.
What do you think he's doing now?
AD has been playing.
You think the Lakers would be
D-Lo and AD has been playing. We're not doing this. We're not
So
going to
you think the Lakers would
them.
be in the top 10 without LeBron James this season?
Yes, they could.
Oh my God.
They could definitely be in
That
top
is
10 without.
unbelievable and so
He affects
disrespectful.
he affects their offense, bro. I'm trying to tell you. He affects their offense. LeBron.
Bro, did you just not witness what LeBron James did the other night? A virtuoso.
Night, bro. Kobe had 60 on the way out. And
on 50 shot attempts. You want to go there?
And
you really want to go there with me versus the Utah Jazz?
Who got enough stamina to even do that?
Bro, that is ridiculous that it takes you 50 shots to get 60 points.
Who can even get up 50 shots in the NBA game?
LeBron didn't need 50 shots to get his 61.
No.
Embiid didn't need that to get his 70.
But then we got
what's his name?
We're talking about a 30. We're talking about a 38-year-old who did that, bro. That's a 38-year-old.
We're talking about a 39-year-old.
Because we're not even bringing up the 62 3/4, the 60 3/4, the 58 3/4, the 81 points. We're not even talking about that. Because that was efficiency.
When you look at the live chat, Storm, for example, brings up 6-0. And again, that's all y'all have to go off of.
Defensive. LeBron has never been a defensive player of the year. He's never been as many first team all NBA defensive team. So we're not doing it. He doesn't have the scoring titles as well. It's a lot. It's not just six.
So let's break this down through processes of elimination. Since you want to be so technical and you want to go into categories, so Michael has the edge over LeBron on the defense, right?
And offensively.
How offensively does he have the edge over LeBron when LeBron has scored more? LeBron is a better shooter. LeBron is a better passer. LeBron is a better floor general.
Bro,
Jordan is a better facilitator than LeBron.
Bro, I will give LeBron that. LeBron has the pass. That's the only thing LeBron do better than Jordan. What else he do better than Jordan? He has more
points than Jordan. He scores at a better clip than Michael.
Bro,
he shoots better from the three.
Bro,
he shoots better from the 3 and the 2.
Playing, bro. If you do the math right with LeBron James, and we're not going to talk about his juicing allegations. I know I joke about that, but he got juicing allegations. We're going to leave it out. But if you look at how many games LeBron's been playing per year for the past 5-6 years, why not have your career extended?
You're talking about attempts, and you still have to make it. So it don't matter if LeBron played. It don't matter if LeBron played 1,000 more years than Michael Jordan. You still have to make the shots. And I'm not talking about volume of attempts. I'm talking about efficiency. I'm talking about percentage. Look at the career percentage, regular season, playoffs, finals, however you want to do it.
Much closer to the basket.
LeBron shoots better than Kobe and Michael. That's what the numbers say.
Yeah, that's what the numbers say. Exactly, because you, like I just said, you were one of them people that you probably into PERs and analytics. This is what it sounds like. This is what you're making this based off of. We're not talking about eye tests. We're not talking about eye tests.
Yes, we are.
We're not talking about. I'm telling you,
your eye test is telling me that Michael Jordan's 16, 17, 18 foot fadeaway, Kobe's 16, 17, 18 foot fadeaway. Yeah. Is more points than LeBron's driving layup. That's what you're trying to convince me, and that's not true. Why does LeBron have to shoot
look at the
jump
comment
shots
section if you want to?
LeBron couldn't even hit free throws. We're not. Jordan was better than LeBron at everything but passing, bro. Everything.
What?
But passing. Yes.
So explain to me if Jordan
better finisher, better shooter.
A better
he even shot threes better.
That's not what the numbers say, BA. What are you going off of?
I'm going off of winning moments. That's what I'm going off of. I'm not going off of losing moments and stat padding. I'm not doing that.
So that's what Michael Jordan had more winning moments than LeBron did in 21 seasons.
If King James was the player, so could score 60. However, he's a passer first. Y'all LeBron, y'all love LeBron. That's why I said he's y'all GOAT. He's just not the GOAT.
This dude is about to score 40,000 points tomorrow.
Bro, salute to that.
And you have the audacity to still put Michael Jordan up. And here's another funny thing about you and the rest of this NBA community when we talk about this 21 seasons. 21 years does not automatically equate to the numbers that LeBron has. We've had other guys play in the league for 19, 20, 21 years, Kobe included. Numbers come nowhere close to what Kareem had.
Dude,
numbers
you acting like LeBron has been playing.
Has.
You acting like LeBron has been playing 75 to 80 games or something every year that he's been in the league. No. Longevity.
That makes it even better.
Too. I'm gonna put this graphic up so y'all can see it.
That is insane, bro.
I'm not saying it's not, but it's
look at that right there.
He's not the GOAT. Is he one of them? Yes.
What was my question, Hank, at the beginning? I said, is LeBron James not the same guy from the beginning of his career to right now, especially as far as impact? BA says no. He is averaging his career right now.
I didn't even use the term impact, but he's not the same player as he was.
The only difference from LeBron James from the beginning to now, if we're going to talk about like athleticism, stuff like that, like minimal things like that, like
turns the ball over more now too. Yeah, definitely.
So you're telling me that LeBron is a stupider player? He's a stupider player now than before? You don't even want to take in consideration usage rate.
He's not stupid. He's not stupid. He's one of the smartest players to ever play.
So you will respect the fact that the more you have the ball in your hand, the more liable you are to turn it over.
Yeah, and the more you affect your team and take away from them winning championships, definitely.
What's the plus minus for LeBron? What's the plus minus for the Lakers when LeBron is on the court versus off the court?
I'm not into analytics like that. That's what you are. That's exactly. This is what most LeBron lovers. They are they into the analytics. They analytics, but that's the new era. That's the new era. It's like forget the eye test. It's the analytics.
The eye test tell me he went to 3 teams and won 3 championships. Something Jordan never ever did.
Hey, and he had to switch squads to do it. Salute to him.
Switch squads and lead those squads. He didn't ride nobody's bandwagon. He didn't do it. Kevin Durant.
He had to take turns. He led the teams because his name was LeBron James, but he had to take turns in multiple games. Like, you do good this game, I'll do good this game. He did that. That's been his career, bro.
It's basketball, not a team. This is why you have guys right now going on tour getting on Michael Jordan because of such an asshole he was.
And guess what?
You will never have these guys going on tour doing LeBron like that. You'll never have these guys doing.
But they ain't good. They ain't going tour talk and cut up Jordan. They didn't. They said this stuff. So they
know what happened, BA. You know what happened.
Yeah, exactly. We know they sold. Yeah, they got everybody wound up talking about, we gonna talk about MJ, and they got up there talking about how much they love him and the organization was good to him and all of that. Why? Because they had to do that to sell ticks. Come on, Seven, you know this.
I'm gonna let Hank continue with his show, but it is really ridiculous that you try to explain to me that Michael Jordan is greater than
he's greater. He's
done more.
He's done more in on the court as well as outside of the court. He's doubled them in both.
Well, both are great. I'm happy to see greatness all around.
Here you go.
And now, seriously, we don't witness 3 great players in our lifetime. Think about it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. So shout out.
So let me ask you a question because you are absolutely right. Because I'm 45 years old. I am 45, so I've witnessed all of Michael. I watched all of Kobe. I watched all of LeBron. You guys probably have done the same or damn near close to it. You're telling me that the body of work that you saw from MJ surpasses what you're seeing in the social media era of LeBron James?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
LeBron, it's okay. LeBron, it's okay for LeBron to be a top 3 player.
That is disrespectful.
Bro,
it's not okay.
It's crazy.
You and Stephen they be saying that. That is so disrespectful.
You know what's crazy, Hank? Me and Seven argue this all the time, and we're only arguing 2 slots. We're not arguing like 15 or 10 slots. We arguing 10 slots. That's 2 slots.
Really, it only should be 1 slot.
I think Jordan recognizes that LeBron's overall body of work is going to be more stronger. That's the reason why
Yeah.
he rushed that document, that Last Dance out, because he didn't want people to forget his greatness.
I
His
mean, it was
peak,
COVID
his
too. It was
peak
COVID
though,
too.
his peak was that I say his peak surpassed Bronze because of that 6-0. He possibly could have maybe went 8-0 had he not retired.
We
Maybe.
talked about this. We talked
But-
about this. Fell from grace and got back up
But
and won again.
Before
overall,
he what?
overall is Bronze
Before he what?
before he retired the first time.
No. Before he quit. Ain't no one. Listen.
No,
What
David
I'm not
Stern
going to
made
let
him-
you do, you hater, is sit up there and lie to the people. I don't care if this is your
No.
show. He
No.
quit. Michael
quit.
Jordan
David
to
Stern-
me
David
did not
Stern made
play
him sit
enough
down.
games. He
David
wasn't in
Stern
the
made him
league.
sit down.
He wasn't in the league for 10 years before he pulled that stunt.
David
Do you
Stern made
mean
him
you
sit down.
mean to tell me
You know
a
what that
super-
was?
It was cheating because ain't no superstar in the National Basketball Association ever gonna have a 9-10 year career and then retire. No. So technically, he's a quitter, if you ask me.
He was
didn't
he's Barry Sanders, bro. He's Barry Sanders.
He didn't quit. That's different. Barry quit. Jordan was forced to sit down
How?
by David Stern
How was Jordan forced to sit down?
That never
because
that
of the
never was,
gambling allegations.
Who made Jordan
that,
gamble?
that wasn't confirmed, but
It wasn't confirmed.
the real no. And
With
and
his
yeah.
father, whether it was his father or whether it was because they tied gambling into his father getting killed. Those are self-inflicted wounds, if you ask me.
Well, that's bad
I
for
say
the father.
I say it's LeBron a whole bunch of self-inflicted wounds throughout his career.
Really?
Jumping
A
from
guy
team
who's
to
never been
team,
arrested.
jumping
guy
from
who's
team.
never-
Oh, you talking about off the court? I was talking about on the court, but yeah, I
On the
hear you.
court.
Yeah, a
What?
guy that he tries to structure his team every year. This is the first year that somebody said no to him. This is the first year that somebody said no. We're not getting anybody. You have to deal with what you deal with. Then he get mad, and once he tries to be lead the GM, and he puts this player. Oh, we can't win. Oh, it's not on me. It's the team. Oh,
When has it ever not worked? When LeBron James had control, when has it never not worked?
When it never not work, it's not working this year. Didn't work last year. Didn't work the year before that.
They went to
It
the
didn't work
Western
majority.
Conference last
It didn't work. Yeah, but this is LeBron James. This is Mr. I'm about to score 40,000. We don't care about no Western Conference Finals.
Oh, so if you don't win a championship, your season ain't about nothing.
When you're LeBron James,
Only?
LeBron James,
only
when
All
you
right,
LeBron,
cool.
exactly LeBron.
Cool.
Hey, no, not just him though. Like if you won a chip and you chasing certain things or whatnot, just like Giannis. Like Giannis, every time he makes it to wherever he makes it to in the Eastern Conference Final, it don't count. We win. Hey, you got to win now. You got to win now.
You think LeBron is still chasing
BA,
Michael? That's crazy.
this is what I'm gonna go off of with the whole Bron. I told you I never was mad at him skipping around because them owners gonna take advantage of you like they did Jordan. Now Jordan, well, because social media wasn't around, he cried too. He cried about things. He cried about the Pistons. He even cried about the roster that he had in Chicago. You mean to tell me he didn't want to get traded until they started winning? You know he did.
I'm pretty sure he wanted to get traded, but what he do? He got better. He became the greatest to ever. Yeah, he became the greatest to ever do it.
What happened in Washington?
He became the GOAT after that.
What happened in Washington?
Oh, he had to do that to own the team and make people come. Like he was playing as the owner of the squad, bro, of the team. Remember that.
He was playing though, right? Those numbers and those poor performances counted, right?
Bro,
those years counted, right?
Bro, you think he really was trying to win a championship when he came back to the Wizards?
Was he in uniform? Was he on the basketball court?
Yes.
I don't know what he was trying to do.
That's not fair, though. We hold it against Bron, but we can't hold the Wizards years against Jordan.
Hold on. What do you mean it ain't fair?
You can hold. No, you can hold it. You can hold it. You can hold it against Jordan, but he's still the GOAT.
Was Jordan experience in Washington greater than LeBron's experience in Los Angeles? Let's start there.
No, because LeBron won a bubble championship.
Okay, so LeBron Lakers experience trumps Jordan's Washington experience.
Yes.
Are you telling me that Jordan's tenure in Chicago trumps everything that LeBron did twice in Cleveland and in Miami.
Yes.
That's
what
the argument
only
we needed.
goats.
Are you guys available to anytime this weekend?
Let me know. Yeah, I'm available. I'll be
That's the topic.
Sunday. I'll be available
Like
Sunday.
the Land podcast is going down this weekend. That is,
I'll be available Sunday.
We have to Sunday. Perfect.
Sunday. I'll be available.
We'll figure this thing out. Hank, I know you might be with the family, but we'll figure this out because this is atrocious and it's really disrespectful.
What? How? Like, if you look at the body of work, because remember, this is what. So it makes it's a little tough to for LeBron because he jumped from team to team. With Jordan body of work, the 6 championships and damn near two different eras, it seemed like it was crazy. It's hard to compare. Like, bro, LeBron, he wasn't with no team long enough for the body of work to even match up to MJ's if we talking like this.
LeBron is the body.
Let's just say this from Jordan though. Thank God for Jerry Krause.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
we didn't have Jerry Krause.
Phil Jackson. What
Jordan
you mean,
Jerry
Krause? Thank God for Phil Jackson.
Nah, Jerry Krause.
No, Phil Jackson.
Who hired him? Who hired him?
Jerry Krause was not winning championships.
Phil Jackson.
So what?
Here we go.
Jordan would have won them championships with Doug Collins. He snaked Doug Collins just to get the job. So
no way in the world are we going to give Jerry Krause credit for the Bulls when he was the one that demised
hired him.
Phil Jackson won those championships because Krause was a GM before Phil Jackson came. He did hire Phil. That's a fact. What did Phil do in LA? That trumps everything you're trying to tell me about Jerry Krause because Phil went right to LA and picked up where he left off. No Jerry Krause involved.
Like I said, we can say thank you. We can say thank you, Jerry Krause for the Bulls. You already know that's who it is, though.
Jerry West and Jerry Buss.
The architect.
Explain to me then, BA, because we didn't get that. I didn't get to bring this
up. What did he do in New York with
Bill? Why the hell was Tex Winters not a head coach? When was Phil Jackson ever a head coach in New York?
Bro.
Don't lie.
He was the head of the front office.
He never was the head coach in New York.
He was the head of the front office. He was making personnel decisions.
He wasn't the head coach.
The only good thing he did was draft Porzingis.
Yeah. You are talking about front office moves. I could talk all day about how poor Michael front office moves have been.
He brought in Derek Fisher, bro. He brought in Derek Fisher.
Who Fisher? Who Phil?
Yes.
What that mean? Yeah. They won rings, right?
No, they did not win rings as a coaching. His whole strategic.
You're
setup,
talking about bringing Derek in as a coach. That's a GM move. We're talking about coaching. We talking about Phil coaching.
He said okay. You talking about say because he said he got the blessing from Phil Jackson when he went over to New York.
Well, turned it down and went to Golden State. It was really Steve Kerr's job.
Yeah,
and then he went and got Derek.
Well, I wonder why Steve Kerr said no. I wonder why he said no. I wonder why.
Of what?
Shout out to. I wonder why Steve Kerr said no, and instead of going to the Garden, which remember Golden State wasn't Golden State.
Would Steve Kerr have this job if it wasn't for Phil Jackson? Y'all are just so disrespectful. Steve bitch ass wouldn't even have this job right now that he's sitting.
I love it. I love it. Yo.
What about Greg Popovich? What about Greg Popovich?
What about him?
He was under Greg Popovich.
He was a joke. He wasn't under no Popovich.
He won 2 championships.
He won his 5th championship under Popovich. His legacy got built under Chicago. Don't do that. Don't give Popovich overrated ass all this credit. And y'all want to talk about Greg Popovich being the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah,
he's another one.
No, he's good at exit. It's 2 things, bro. Is actually Phil Jackson wasn't really an X and O guy. He was just good. He just related to the players because he was an ex-player, knew how to talk, brought in his little sage and did all of that stuff. And he knew the personalities of the players. You feel me? Like he was like a psychologist.
So what do you call a triangle offense?
Tex Winters. That's Tex Winters. That's not him.
Why did Tex Winters not ever have a head coaching job?
Because he was stuck to the hip with this guy. He didn't want to go nowhere.
Why?
We don't know.
We watched Phil coach 6 years at least in Chicago, more than 6,
Yeah.
but at least 6 in Chicago, and we watched Phil go and coach at least 5, 6 in Los Angeles. Tex Winters had to have some options to do his thing. And if you're telling me that the triangle offense is all his credit,
So we're gonna,
he been solidified. So explain to me why Tex Winters was
bro.
never offered.
One word, bro. One word to end this whole thing, bro. Loyalty. That's it. That's it, bro. Loyalty.
Okay.
He was loyal.
He's a fool. He's a damn fool.
Maybe he is. Maybe he is a fool. Maybe he was a fool. Maybe he probably should have got
He
his
don't want to
chance.
hear that Kenny Ray. BA doesn't
Billionaire.
want to realize that LeBron
What?
is an active player.
Bro,
That'll hurt
we
his
are
heart.
arguing. We are arguing GOAT conversations. We were not now, but we were, and we are arguing 3 slots, 1, 2, or 3. Which one? It's a toss up. And if you believe that he is this and he is the GOAT, that's your opinion. To Kenny Ray, Mr. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Well, you were very disrespectful with that or what you said. But salute to you, because I do this for a living. I do this for not for a living, but I do this a lot. But yeah, it's 3 slots. If you either gonna have a 1, 2, or 3. And me and Seven, we always go debate this. We gonna debate this.
We're going to debate this to the end of death, but what I want to know is why Hank sit up here and keep allowing you to say 3 slots on his show. Why you keep allowing BA to put Kobe Bryant in this conversation?
Kobe Bryant is in the top 3, man. You know that.
You got him in your top 3, 7. Stop playing.
The conversation of greatest of all time does not include 3 names. It's a difference between us talking about who was our top 3 players and who is the GOAT. But you just let this guy keep saying 3. Why? Kobe should be included in this conversation.
Why not? I don't understand why you don't want Kobe in the conversation.
Because he's a copycat.
A copycat.
So
he remixed the remix.
Jordan's a copycat too.
I don't care. Well, that's fine. Tell it to BA. Is LeBron a copycat?
Are we talking about the guy that wears number 23 because of Michael? We're not doing this. We're not doing this at all.
Has LeBron won in 23 and 6? Let's talk about that. What did Michael do in number 45? Other than have one double nickel game.
Bro,
what did Michael do in number 45?
Bro,
tell the American.
He already wore that jersey for like 2.5 months, bro. We not doing
Was the other jersey wore number 2?
Huh?
Was it that number 2 game when the jersey got stolen?
I forgot the number. He had like 38, something crazy. Yeah, but he was younger. That was probably the greatest version.
Michael Jordan had the luxury of being coached by Phil Jackson, all 6 championships.
LeBron,
and he played with Scottie Pippen.
He cried like a punk about the bad boys.
Yeah,
try to discredit our championships. Forget Phil Jackson.
LeBron would never go to a finals and average damn near 40 points a game and win it. He would never do nothing like that.
That ain't his style of play.
It's LeBron, not. That's why he don't got as many championships.
Who?
LeBron, because that's not his style of play, Mr. Pass First, and it's cool. That's why he's one of the greatest, and he's not the greatest.
I don't know what else this guy has to do. I really don't know what else this guy has to do.
It's nothing he can do, bro. It's nothing that he can do.
It's
nothing.
Well,
it's
that's a true statement. Whoever's on the side of Jordan or Kobe is going to be on Kobe or Jordan's side. And whoever's on the side of LeBron going to be on LeBron's side.
But why you keep accepting that, Hank? This is your
because
show.
It's not going to change. It's not going to change. It's not going to change.
You're supposed to make the change. The change starts with you, Hank. The change starts with Sports Game Vision. Start banning people when they come up here being disrespectful. Suspend them. Let BA sit out for a week. He should be able to come here and talk to the American public like this.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to watch this.
Yo.
Really? Yo, y'all really pissed me off tonight, bro. I swear.
Bro. Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, let's continue to BA. We're going to continue.
Let's shout out
Three Kings.
Let's shout out his partner right here that I'm wearing right now.
Oh, where's Cole at? Cole needs to see this.
We're gonna talk a little bit about Carmelo Anthony. We see that KD surpassed him recently on a list. And of course, you know how I feel about the ABA stats. So Dr. J is ahead of both of them. But we're gonna play why he should be in Detroit right now.
Never thought about Denver though. I thought I was going to Detroit. So Denver was never in my mind.
So you thought you were going to be the number 2 pick in the draft?
That was sold. It was done.
Yeah.
Which was
you
how
were told that, and
I was told,
that. Okay.
Yeah, by him. You know, I want to get with him one day, but I was told that by him that you're gonna be the pick. So in my mind, my confidence shoots straight up. I'm on campus and I get this information. Oh, this is you giving them out. Detroit. I'm getting Detroit sweatsuits. I'm getting the practice basketballs. I'm getting NBA socks with I'm Detroit Piston in college.
Right.
Then it don't happen.
Shame on Joe D. Shame on Joe D. That's why I got the D hat on. Syracuse number 15.
These guys should be ashamed of themselves. Hank included. What makes you think that Carmelo Anthony joining Detroit would have changed anything? I listened to Chauncey Billups cry me a river about how LeBron's legacy would have been tainted if Carmelo would have joined Detroit. Really?
It would have changed it. Like BA was saying, he got to guard Carmelo now.
Yeah, he got to guard. He got to guard somebody. That
he
45 points and all of that.
Look, even Kobe Bryant said Carmelo was one of the hardest people he had to guard.
I don't care what Kobe said. Kobe ain't greater than LeBron. Who cares what Kobe said? LeBron shitted on Kobe in they head-to-head matchup 12 times.
Even though Kobe got 5. Never mind.
Jesus Christ.
The scoreboard says it's 5-4. That's all I'm saying.
What amazes me is that Hank, for some reason, think that Carmelo Anthony, a guy who coming off of a championship in Syracuse, coming off of a $90 million Nike contract in alignment with LeBron James, will be willing to come to Detroit and play some back seat, play some learning role.
Said he was going to do it. He was happy.
I don't care what dudes say. I know what dudes do. People say one thing and do another. Going to Denver, you know why they worked so well for Denver and them getting as far as they did? Because he was able to do what he does, and that is be the man. That's why he was able to go to the Western Conference Finals.
What happened when Chauncey Billups got to Denver? A Piston. What? They got to the conference finals, right?
Because of Chauncey or because of Melo?
He would have did in Detroit.
Because of Chauncey or because of Melo?
A big reason was Chauncey. Chauncey was the leader of that team. It wasn't Carmelo.
Chauncey Billups was never the leader over Carmelo Anthony. He was a veteran, but he wasn't no leader. If you want to talk about locker room, if you want to talk about locker room voice,
Carmelo was too. Everybody, how come everybody on that team?
Anthony has always been the face of the Denver Nuggets as far as he was in uniform.
We're not talking about a face. We're talking about the leader.
That's the leader to me. The face.
The face doesn't have to be the leader.
Let me explain something to you. Is Chauncey Billups a leader? Yes. In the locker room, does he say things that Carmelo Anthony even alludes to and maybe answers to? Yes, absolutely. He's a respectable legend. When we talk about the organization of the Denver Nuggets, nobody in the front office is listening to anything that Chauncey Billups has to say as far as decision making. Anthony is the one who gets that nod. He's the real leader. He's the face of the team. You can have multiple leaders, but Anthony is that guy.
But when it came down to winning time, who the guys was going to? Chauncey.
Carmelo. You don't go to Chauncey in the winning time.
Chauncey was a champion and the MVP of the finals. Who you going to listen to, Carmelo or Chauncey?
You're telling me that the Denver Nuggets was going to Chauncey Billups in the clutch and not Carmelo Anthony? Why would you sit up there and lie to these people? Because I ain't going to let you lie to me.
Who was getting the ball to Carmelo? Who was setting up Carmelo?
That's his job. I'm not going to pat this dude on the back for doing his job. He's a guard. He's supposed to get the ball to the best player.
He set the floor for everybody, bro.
Right.
That's what the guard's supposed to do. That's his job, right?
Set it for everybody. When
Carmelo once that trade happened, we realized how much of a mistake it was to trade him for Iverson. Even though I love Iverson, it was a mistake.
To trade who?
Chauncey for Iverson.
Why was it a mistake? Y'all wasn't going to win nothing else. What do you mean?
Hey, that's not true. We saw what San Antonio did, and we saw what Dallas did afterwards. That's what changed my mind on that.
Hank, let me bust your bubble real quick, because for some reason you have some type of revisionist history that really blows me away. Do you not realize that little 2004 championship y'all got was luck? You
Nah,
know
it wasn't
y'all
luck.
really didn't deserve that. You know
it
your
wasn't.
team was not better than
It
that
wasn't
Lakers team.
It wasn't luck. Hey, you got
mean
to
to
play.
tell me you have to play the
Let
game.
me ask you them. Hold on. Let me ask you this: did they get back the next year? So was that luck?
Did they?
They did. They got back to back,
Yeah, they got back again.
and then they got cheated out the championship because Davis Stern didn't want them to win.
Who did they lose to?
San Antonio. Game 7
So they won. They beat the Lakers and
and
then
5.
lost to
Get 'em
San
to sweep,
Antonio.
Get out of here.
And then lost to San Antonio.
And 7.
That's nothing. You're nothing. You're nothing.
7.
There's no legacy. That's
7.
not bad boy Pistons. That's nothing. That's a Cinderella story. That Detroit team, Shaq, Kobe, Karl Malone, Gary Payton. Really?
They was old though. They was
They
old.
was old, bro. But
They was
they
old.
were old, but bro.
They was old, bro.
Regardless of how old you are,
Shaq took a year off too. That year.
talents, born gifts go nowhere. You're still who you are. There's no reason.
I think that was the downturn. Even though Shaq, my guy, that was the year when the crack started showing. Ben Wallace able to go man to man on him and handle himself. The next year he came to the East. He had a good season.
Shaq
They
missed like,
wasn't even a lead
they
in
didn't get past.
Detroit.
They still didn't get past the Pistons.
Shaq missed like 30 games that season or more, and then he had the toe. That was the foot. That was the year that he had the foot issue, the toe issue.
He went to Miami.
Detroit
they did well, but did they get past the Pistons? Nope.
He called it your Pistons the Butler the Butler Bulldogs. He called them the Butler Bulldogs.
He be really
Did Butler
trying to
even
go.
pull it off?
No.
Right.
They made
pulled
it back
off.
to back. They made it back to back. Yeah, they did.
And 6 straight conference championships.
Yeah, that part though.
6 straight.
That part.
In
Yeah.
the
6 straight.
weak East. In the weak East.
Here we go. So can we say that about LeBron then?
No, we can't because LeBron went to the finals. LeBron beat your boys. LeBron went to the finals.
We can say that about LeBron too.
You see the difference? You see the difference? LeBron actually won that round and then went on to win 3 championships. Your organization ain't do that. LeBron has more chips than your whole organization. How does that make you feel?
Well, you got one more. We
That's
got
more?
3 total.
Is that
We
not
got 3
more?
total.
Who got 3 total?
Pistons.
And what LeBron got?
4. He got one more. 4.
See,
Hey,
that's all I need to know.
but that when you
That's all I need to know.
when you can hood hop and you can go party at different hoods.
You keep saying
lay your hat down wherever. Hey, be that Rolling Stone. Shoot, you can get championships like
Right.
that.
The Pistons, they got organizationally got 7 appearances, so they good.
They're not good. They didn't win
They
anything. What do you
good.
mean they're good?
They
Good at
good.
what? Good for what?
Good.
Good for
7
nothing.
finals appearances.
Detroit is good for nothing. No
Two
one talks
legendary
about
teams. 2 legendary teams.
what conversation do we ever have where we talk about participants in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals? We don't have those types of convos on none of our shows.
They did win in 3 different decades, though.
Who?
Pistons.
Detroit, the Pistons. They won
LeBron won with 3 different teams.
Yeah, of course.
Which is
3
greater?
teams that were stacked.
Which is greater?
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this too, because we've already had this conversation. We'd have another championship right now if our owner didn't die. All them championships come over with Bill Davison. We got a new owner right now.
We would have another championship if our owner didn't die.
Yep, he's the one that put everything together.
So I can sit up here and start doing this if stuff.
Like you had Jerry Buss. Jerry Buss was a great owner for the Lakers.
7 about to go.
What that mean? Am I going to say if Jerry Buss didn't die, the Lakers would have more rings?
He's the one that put it together, though. All those championships. What he got 10 on his record, PA?
Yeah,
the game has to be played on the
he got 10.
court.
He got 10. He got exactly 10 on his.
But he got to put it together, 7. He got to put it together. The owner got to put it together. Otherwise,
you don't.
Otherwise, what's his name? Donald Sterling. I have 10 rings.
The game has to be played on the basketball court. The owners don't do that.
So can I ask you? I got to ask you a question, 7. Who was the best player in the 2000s?
When you say 2000, you mean 2000 to 2010?
Yeah.
It's a split between. I'm gonna give it to Kobe. I'm gonna give it to Kobe overall.
I just wanted to hear you say that. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Kobe overall. But it's only because, I mean, what? He had no competition at that position. There was never going to be nobody that trumped him. Dwayne Wade, Tracy McGrady, none of those guys were ever going to trump him. So he was always going to be the best two guard of the decade.
Great players, though. Great players, Hall of Famers.
Yeah, great players, but just
Hall of Famers actually.
Just not champions. Well, Dwayne was a one-time champion at that time, but we're talking about Kobe having what? All 5 rings in that decade, right?
Yeah, he got 5 in 10 years.
Yeah, like he did his thing in that era. I can't, even though LeBron was coming of age and even went to the title in 07, that was still Kobe's window, if you ask me.
Yeah,
sure.
I think LeBron was kind of admitting to some of that during that time that Kobe was better.
I mean, David Stern screwed everything up with the Chris Paul trade. Because the NBA would probably have a different face if that was the case too. LeBron was like, no, David, I'm the face of the NBA.
Who would have been the face if Chris Paul would have went to LA?
Kobe.
Wow.
But Chris Paul would have him a ring or 2.
I don't know if they gave it to Kobe. They didn't want Kobe to be the face. You know why? That scandal.
Yeah, that's why, and that's why they moved LeBron into that stardom. That's why they gave him that spotlight.
Oh, so Brown was a replacement. That's what we doing?
Yeah, he was. Like, I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been great and wouldn't have been big time, because he was gonna snatch the baton sooner or later, but they couldn't give the like with them endorsements, they couldn't make the face of the league somebody who got caught up in that scandal in Denver. That person. They couldn't, because remember, Kobe, the same way they groomed LeBron is the same way they tried to groom Kobe into that point.
The issue, yeah. It messed him up, sort of like I don't think Ja's situation is as bad. I think that he can recover, but that even when he retired, you saw when he got that was the Oscar, the allegation came right back up, and they were trying to demonize him for it. So that was the reason why they didn't push him as hard. I mean, that's the only reason why he doesn't have another MVP, honestly.
Yeah, because he should have had 3 of them at least. Should have 3 of them.
At least two. Because Shaq got 2. No, Shaq only got 1. I said, him, Shaq, and Tim Duncan should all have at least 2 apiece.
Yeah, facts. And what you call it should have had 1 too. 1 year. Jason Kidd should have had 1. When he played the second, is it the second or third champion finals, the second finals that year.
Should have had what?
MVP.
Stop, y'all. Seriously, can y'all stop, please?
Yeah. He finished as number 2 that year. He finished as number 2.
Well, I know 7 is busy. I was gonna pop in your favorite guy, another one of your favorite guys, but we'll head on to a different topic here. Let's
who was that?
Your favorite point guard of all time.
Kyrie?
Yep.
That's your favorite point guard of all time?
Hell yeah.
I didn't know he was your favorite. What? I like Kyrie.
That ball handling is like none other.
Yeah, he the best dribbler. He ain't the best point guard, but he the best dribbler of all time, definitely.
He the second best.
I'll put this on here while you're in the background. I'll put
all
this
time.
On.
He ain't better than Steve Nash. Kyrie ain't better.
Shit.
Not at the point guard position. Get out of here. He ain't better than Steve Nash.
I'm gonna put this on for you right now. Hold on.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that.
Do you think during that week when he played Cleveland, Donovan Mitchell said they need to retire his jersey? What do you think about that?
Of course. Him and LeBron should be up there.
Nah.
You don't think they should retire Kyrie jersey in Cleveland?
Why would you retire? Why would you retire Kyrie's jersey and LeBron's jersey, and they on different levels?
Yo, I didn't say nah, Seth. We're not doing that. You talking from the perspective, yeah. You're talking from the perspective of. I didn't say give Kyrie a statue. LeBron deserves a statue and his retirement, but Kyrie needs to get his jersey retired, bro. You acting like LeBron won that championship by himself. Get out of here. He totally did not.
Let me ask you a question.
Totally did not.
This is for both of y'all, since y'all think y'all know so much about my player.
Yes.
How many times have Cleveland went to the championship round with Kyrie Irving playing? And how many times did Cleveland go to the championship with LeBron playing? I got all night.
That's irrelevant because it's
the one time.
The least we're talking about the Eastern Conference, bro. The time that they did get over the hump.
In the Eastern Conference, Kyrie played in the finals one time in the Eastern Conference. One time. And LeBron played in 07, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018.
And he needed Kyrie to win too.
No, he didn't. LeBron left. Kyrie left, remember? Yeah, LeBron still went to the finals 2 straight years.
And he lost
to the best team in the league, Golden State with KD.
Bro, they were the best team in the league when they went and they won. Because he needed Kyrie. Yeah, that narrative on Kyrie is nasty work. LeBron needed Kyrie. LeBron needed Kyrie. He needed Kyrie to win a championship.
Win in 2016?
Yep. To win a championship in the Cleveland jersey, he needed Kyrie Irving. Your favorite point guard.
He didn't need Kyrie to go to the finals 3 other times.
No, he didn't need
Kyrie wasn't the finals MVP. LeBron was the finals MVP. And Kyrie had a sample size in Cleveland without LeBron and was a first round, lottery picks every year.
Bro, he was a baby. Kyrie was a baby.
So what?
That narrative is so nasty. Oh, Kyrie wasn't making it to the playoffs.
LeBron
he was only in the league for like 3 years.
When LeBron was a baby, what he do in his first 5 years? Finals.
He missed the playoffs, a few of them.
Finals. His first 2 years. His first 2 years, he missed the playoffs.
Bro,
first 2.
We could say the same thing about Kyrie. His first 5 seasons, he won a chip.
Without LeBron James, Kyrie Irving has done really nothing when we talk about winning. We all know that.
I give you that. I can give you that. But what I'm saying is that LeBron needed Kyrie Irving to get that one ring in Cleveland. And that's why this is why he should have his jersey retired.
When it comes to Cleveland winning that championship in 2016, does Kyrie need LeBron more to get it done, or does LeBron need Kyrie more to get it done?
It's equal. It's 50-50.
It's definitely not 50-50.
It totally is.
You're
bro.
bugging.
It totally is. This is why down the stretch they had to go to Kyrie to be clutch, not no LeBron.
So Kevin Love.
They needed Kevin Love too.
But I can run down so many different people that was so instrumental in 2016.
Yeah, but none of them have
Kyrie played big in the finals.
Bro.
Kyrie didn't play big all season in 2016.
But this is the argument, though, to win a championship. He played big. You just admitted he played big. LeBron needed him to play big in order for him to get a 2016 one single championship.
LeBron needed everybody to play big to come down 3-1. That wasn't because of Kyrie that came down 3-1.
Yes, it was. He was one of the reasons.
Kyrie had 1 40-point game that series. One.
Oh my God. Bro, he almost averaged 30 points a game, though. 7.
All I'm saying is, and they still was down 3-1. Him averaging 30, and they were still down 3-1. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't about Kyrie.
It was about.
And why would you have his jersey retired, especially in the same time as LeBron?
He doesn't. He doesn't. Cleveland does not win a ring if Kyrie is not playing.
Cleveland doesn't win if Kevin Love ain't playing. Cleveland ain't winning.
I don't believe that. I don't believe none of that.
They were down 3-1 to a 73-9 team.
Salute to them. But the other players that you mentioned could be interchangeable.
No,
now, Kyrie, he couldn't have been interchangeable. You can't interchange that to win.
No way.
But you can't win one without him.
No way. LeBron is the reason they won that championship. Chase down blocks. Was that Kyrie? Was that Kyrie?
Nah. Kyrie was the step back game time. That was the
That
one.
wasn't a game-winning shot. Go back and look at Game 7. That Kyrie 3 over Steph wasn't a game winner.
Yeah, bro. They only scored 2 points after that because LeBron hit a free throw.
I'm just stating the facts. Kyrie
Because
Irving
LeBron got fouled trying to dunk on somebody. They only scored like 5 points in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Man, come on, man. We not doing
Kyrie jersey don't need to be retired. Not right now. For what? I don't know.
Not right now.
Quit. And he quit on him. And he quit on him.
When he retired, his jersey should be up in the Raptors. Just because they didn't win. Just because they didn't win. Without him.
If Donovan Mitchell was to win the title with Cleveland this year, next year, would you still say Kyrie deserves to have it first? Or BA left?
Yeah. If Donovan Mitchell won a ring and he was the guy, yeah.
He deserves to have his jersey retired in Cleveland before Kyrie?
No. I still got Kyrie first because Kyrie brought Kyrie. Because, bro, we're talking about the very first. You acting like Cleveland always makes it to the championship and all. They don't, bro. Well, they did, but they kept losing. But they win often. They don't win often. They only got one championship, bro.
I'm trying to figure out, what are you basing Kyrie Irving getting a jersey retired in Cleveland off of? Outside of what?
2016 is what I'm basing off. The very first championship. What he
one season.
So that yes.
So let me just get this straight.
Matter of fact, he was rookie of the year, wasn't he?
You're using one season to determine this player getting his jersey retired in this city.
His body of work to that point was he was one of, bro. He was why is he one of your favorite point guards? You said he was skill, right?
Because of his skill. Yeah,
his skill got him to the point where he was on that team to help win games and got to the finals and actually propelled them alongside LeBron to win one championship.
Kyrie was breaking ankles,
but he wasn't. We're talking about winning.
He wasn't winning without LeBron.
That's not my point. I'm not saying he's not winning without LeBron. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying he is a big pivotal piece. Alongside with LeBron as a big pivotal piece that came together with their superhuman powers and made Ultron and won the championship.
1 year. Exactly. LeBron has played in Cleveland more than 1 year. And LeBron went to championships more than 1 year without Kyrie Irving after Kyrie left.
Bro,
the next two finals that happened after Kyrie left, LeBron still was in them.
And he still lost
to the same team.
And he still lost.
That nobody was going to beat. With Kyrie on Cleveland, they wasn't going to beat Golden State.
Toronto beat them. What you mean?
Toronto didn't beat no Golden State with KD and Clay.
They did, though.
Them dudes got hurt.
But they played, though.
Come on, man. You just got to stop it.
I'm just saying.
Gotta stop the hate, bro.
Hank, you on mute, by the way, Hank. You on mute.
He should be on mute because he about to hate you. I can smell it coming. I smell it through the microphone. Go ahead, Hank.
Oh, yeah, you
hear me?
Yeah, now you back. You back now.
Yeah, no, saying that, we're not debating whether LeBron can get there without Kyrie, but he definitely needed him to win that championship.
He definitely needed him,
bro. He needed everybody. He was down 3-1. Kyrie Irving
had
one
that team, they don't even get there. They don't even come.
The other players are
how do you say if you take Kyrie off the team, they don't even get there? And LeBron went to the finals in 2017 and 2018 without.
Are they coming back from a 3-1 deficit with Kyrie off that team?
No.
They might come up one game. That's like saying, are they coming back 3-1 without Kevin Love on their team? Everybody played a role in that 3-1 comeback. Kyrie Irving didn't get no players of the games after they was down 3-1. They was down 3-1. From game 5 to what was that? Game 5 to game 7. Kyrie Irving never got no players of the game. Kyrie Irving was never the finals MVP. Kyrie Irving had a 40-point night that was matched by LeBron, who also had a 40-point night. And Kyrie Irving had a big shot versus Steph in the finals in game 7.
And he almost averaged 30. You keep forgetting that. He almost averaged 30, bro.
What did LeBron average?
He averaged just over 30, bro.
On both ends of the court, the chase down block is in history.
And
This
the
is crazy.
step back
Along
three.
Arguing against your
and
guy,
the-
you say it's your favorite point guard.
Exactly. And the step back three is forever sketched in
I don't
NBA
lie.
history.
Just because he's my favorite, I'm not going to sit up there and lie. Kyrie
It's
Irving
no lie.
It is a lie. It's a big, bold-faced
his
lie
jersey
when we
needs to be
watch
retired.
LeBron get it done without Kyrie.
Hey,
Well, let's
he
see,
needs to-
let's see if this is a
He
lie
needs
real
to-
quick about Kyrie too. Number one, shout out to him for getting some new shoes, but are they better than the other ones?
Is that the what company is this? Is this the
That's
yeah,
the
they
same
call
company
Anta.
with Clay. Clay Thompson got his shoes with them too.
is that the is that the China or is it China?
Yeah,
I think it is.
China. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's
You
cool.
like- You like those better than Nikes?
No.
Nah, yeah, Nikes are dead.
Nike messed up.
I'm biased. I'm biased when it comes to that.
And since you still hating on your guy, we're gonna show him some more love. Since you hated on him, Seven, we're gonna play another clip about Kyrie.
Tie game, playoffs. Who are you most scared of?
Kyrie Irving is not even close.
Whoa. So wait,
Yes.
you're going with Kyrie now over everybody we've talked about.
For the last second shot, I'm going with Kyrie. You talking about fear factor at any given moment, or for like that moment, Kyrie. Because I mean, with Steph, I think he's proven to teams that you can double him, and if you could just try to get the ball out of his hands, then I guess that's the way to combat him. But with Kyrie, he's just so good. Like, he's able to, you can't get the ball out of his hands. Allen Iverson said Kyrie was the best ball handler in NBA history. And I've been told that I was crazy for saying that. But Kyrie, you talk about fear factor, you ask anybody in the league, that's a scary guy to see.
Hello,
That's Iggy.
Iguodala.
Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing that Clout Chaser got to say. I don't even know why you played that clip for my ears, man. Can I get my 40 seconds back, man? This dude, boy, is a Clout Chaser. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing he got to say. He always got something to say. I'm looking forward to his career at the basketball because he don't hold back the tea. I'll give you that. Iggy be talking.
He said
He
your favorite
sounds
point
stupid.
guard. He chose it
sounds
over his own
stupid.
teammate.
He sounds stupid. First of all, it's disrespectful to you to put that guy over Steph Curry. But then what is he talking about? Are we talking active players right now?
And clutch moments, I got Kyrie over Steph.
Shit.
I do. In clutch
I
moments,
got LeBron over Kyrie.
in clutch moments, I can see that. I can see that. But I got Kyrie over Braun too.
Man, y'all are tripping. For real, man. What Kenny Ray said, bro, if you're using rings, what about Bill Russell? See, thank you.
Oh, that
Bill
was
Russell.
right up there. I
Yeah.
didn't even see it.
Yeah, but that's why I don't. When people, to me, it's okay if you do use rings in a debate, because if you start talking, to me it sounds so stupid to bring Russell into the conversation with 11 rings and try to compare that, because it's 11 rings when you're freaking 6'10" and everybody on your squad is like the average center that you're going against is 6'4", 6'5", and you're 6'10". The only competition you have is Wilt Chamberlain, for real. And then on top of that, your whole starting lineup is Hall of Famers. We're not doing this. We're
Yeah,
not
it's
doing
context. It's context and all that. Definitely
Yeah.
context.
bro. I don't know, man. Yeah.
But I won't what is it, sneeze on his career, especially what he
Oh,
meant
no.
to the NBA with the racial tension and what he
Great
helped.
activist, bro. I
Right.
give him that. But when people get into that bag of, oh, well, you trying to count rings? What about Bill Russell? Bill Russell, bro. Let's put it in context. His career, as far as on the basketball court, when you start talking about rings, his whole starting lineup was all Hall of Famers. Then if we go deeper, like I said, he was the biggest man in the NBA besides Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too many brothers athletic. He was more athletic than everybody but Wilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, George Mikan out there trying to do up and unders and all of that. No disrespect to him. R.I.P. to George Mikan, but no.
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame. No disrespect, but nah, man. Bob Cousy. People still talk about him.
Yeah. Oh man. Shout out to Seven. Hopefully we'll see him back. If not, go subscribe to his channel, Best of Seven Sports Talk and Lakerland on YouTube and all the social media platforms and Playback TV.
Dope content.
Yes, dope content. We do have a few more things if you got time, BA.
Talk to me.
Did you see this? I saw this on the net. Our guy Ice Cube is getting more visibility for the Big Three this year. They're going to be bringing it on X, showing some of the games. You think that's a big move for him?
I think that's huge. And I like how he reconnected with this Jewish family, and I like how he reconnected with the Illuminati. So he should be all right. Should grow. Facts. He connected with the right people. He went on his little tangent. Oh my God, the NBA. Now the NBA said we're gonna help you a little bit, but then you had other big investors step in, and I wonder why they stepped in.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we got some more visibility, which means more content for us to dissect here. Sports Game Vision, get your bars up, and Best of Seven Sports Talk, Lakerland, and Cole, wherever he is.
Yeah, I don't know where Cole, he getting ready to fight somebody or something.
Yeah.
He must be working out and training. Salute to
him. The next order of business, we got another show that we are probably dissecting. My guy, that I do wish was actually coaching right now, Mark Jackson.
Yeah.
It's coming up real soon. The podcast is coming. He's got some ownership points in was it Underdog?
Yeah, it's with Underdog. It's gonna be on Cam and Mace platform.
Yep. So it's coming up real soon. He already put the visuals out. So shout out to Mark Jackson. We'll definitely be tuning in to see what he does there.
Got to be a lot of people losing their money. It got to be a lot of people gambling and losing their money because Underdog paying everybody.
Yeah,
they paying everybody. They got like the top sports shows, well, podcasts, like pretty much is through them.
Yeah, shout out to Underdog. We trying to get that bag.
Yeah, facts. Come through, man. Come through, Underdog.
I'm gonna pop this in. I don't know if you said this popped up on me as well. So let's see if you guys recognize this. I thought this guy was gonna be a great in the league.
Oh yeah. He was rookie of the year. I remember. What's his name again?
Michael Carter.
Carter Williams. Yeah, Michael Carter Williams. Yeah, he was I don't know, man. He played with the Sixers. I thought he was gonna do something, but he just didn't. He didn't. Ben Simmons took his place, man.
Yeah, it didn't pan out. I thought he was gonna have a great career. Shout out to Michael Carter Williams. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that you would think you still see him in the game right now.
Yeah, what's my guy that the same thing with the guy. I don't know if they were drafted the same year or not. But what's my guy that's playing on Dallas right now who was hurt, but he had a comeback story from Australia. I forgot. You know, light-skinned guy from Australia. He played with Utah, but then he hurt his knee, and then he got put out the league, and he was like, I think he was like top 5 lottery pick. Forgot his name, but that's the kind of that's who Michael Carter Williams. I think about both of them specifically because they both were drafted, I believe, the same year, and they both were predicted to be great players and perennial all-stars.
And shout out to Michael Carter Williams. I got this here. This is a little bit of football / drama. Did you see this post here?
Tom Brady has accepted Giselle Bündchen's romance with jiu-jitsu instructor began years ago. I'm not surprised. I don't even think he was really into her like that, though. Like, she got him when remember, she was already big time before him. She was
Right.
already who she was when he first started playing, like his 3rd or 4th season, because he was with another celebrity before that as well.
Kate Holmes, I think.
It might have been. I forgot who. I know it was. I know it was a big
They got
star.
a baby with her.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. But
Yeah.
I think that she was more. I think she's always been a trophy. I think she's always
model.
more of a trophy. Yeah, model. You know, she was already at $100 million before he made his first 20.
Yeah,
she was
she
already.
Still got more money than I think.
She probably do. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
so I think they ended up having kids that were like, oh, PR.
Right.
They probably became really good friends, and he was like, okay, you good to have on my arm. Maybe it was real love there at one point, but nah, man, every time I seen both of them, they didn't look like they was in love with each other. It looked like it was just like, oh, the camera's in here, so hey, come here, baby.
Think it's arranged.
Yeah, that's what it looked. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, sort of like maybe that Taylor Swift situation, but it worked out for Kelsey. All his followings and businesses boomed once he got with her. He dropped old girl. Old girl is nice.
You talking about the sister? You talking about the sister? Yeah,
yes.
Of course.
Oh,
we know. We know what type of women he really like.
Oh Lord.
We know what his taste is in women.
For BA, I understand the business aspect of it. It was a business move. Because you go up 500,000 in subscribers off of a weekend. Kayla couldn't do that for him.
Hey man, like I said, Taylor Swift, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna front though. I'm not gonna front. I might have did the same thing too. We're talking about the number, like we're talking about the number 1 artist in the world. In the world. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's see how far it goes. Take it as far as you can, and then maybe he'd go back to Kayla. We'll see.
Yeah, nah, somebody gonna scoop old girl up.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna scoop her up. It's gonna be too late. It's gonna be too late.
While we talking about these couples, shout out to the realest in the game and been around for all these years. Hopefully, nothing happens to this couple. My guy, one of my favorite players of all time. We've had that list on the show before.
Oh yeah,
Grant to me,
Grant Hill to me. To me, it still look good, bro.
Yep. Then they've been holding strong, man, all these years. You ain't never heard no. Only thing you heard was the song "The Stranger." Was a stranger in my bedroom or whatever. That's the only thing you've ever heard.
Yeah.
Beyond that, they've been doing their thing.
Yeah, she had a good three or 4 hits, but she wrote, but she was like a writer though, so she's written for a bunch of people as well. But when you got Grant Hill, you don't even got to work. She ain't even have to work.
That's good.
Yeah, they got a whole family. They got like a whole they got kids in college, I believe.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, like because they've been together since like the early 90s. Yeah. Ooh, salute to them, bro. That's love, right? That's black love. That's black love.
Yeah. Black love.
No, damn well Grant Hill was getting it all. He had a whole bunch of chicks at this table. She still
we're not gonna put that on the great Grant Hill. We're not gonna do that on this show, man. Nothing ever came out.
Yeah, let me stop. Hey, Grant Hill, I was joking. It was a jokey joke. Grant Hill. Listen to this, it was a joke. He said, we're not gonna put that on Grant Hill. Nah, it's black love though. It's good to see couples like this, and they don't seem forced. From the time that I seen them when I was super young to me as damn near old man now, that's like 30 some years. Crazy. Yeah. They still look good, and they still look like they connected, opposed to like what we just talk about Giselle and Tom Brady. When I look at both of them, even back then, I was like, she's just a trophy, bro. She's just a trophy.
Yeah, he was into Tamia, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, Patti LaBelle was the one that introduced them. Somebody, Anita Baker, somebody introduced them together, and the name clicked ever since.
I like that situation too because Grant Hill grew up with money.
Oh yeah, he used to
You
it.
feel me? Because his pops was in the NFL. His mom
Mhm.
was an actor or actress or something. I don't know. She did a
I think
song.
she was Hillary Clinton's roommate.
Oh yeah, that too. But he grew up with money. Got a chance to like do extravagant things as a young guy. Like he got a chance to wild out when he was super young, and then his third or fourth year is when he met her.
Yeah. Shout out to Grant and to
Yeah,
Mia.
facts.
All right, we are going
Can y'all
to.
fellas hear me?
I hear you
I
now.
Oh, I bet.
That must have didn't come through. Okay. Um, I'm going to put this here. Let's see what you think about it. Where are we at here on the show roster? We're gonna play a clip here.
We all know about the Houston, right? We know about him.
That was at the end.
Yeah, because he didn't get a ring in Phoenix when he was chasing the ring in Phoenix. Then he went to Houston Rockets, trying to join that team to try to beat Michael Jordan. And the reason they failed because he was overweight and out of shape. Right? The reason that Houston didn't win, not because because the guy that they brought in was not in shape. Was blaming everybody else for not working hard and being in shape while your big ass was over there on the bike complaining about everybody else. Oh, I heard all the stories I asked. So when you call somebody a follower, not a leader, let us know which team that you led or was a leading. Right? Being the best player on the Suns, you didn't lead. That team already had captains and it was already established before you got there. Right? You bailed out on, Philadelphia and you wanted to try to win a ring. So whatever you have this grudge with, someone like Kevin Durant, you need to look back at yourself and look back at your career because you followed back then. You was not a man on your own. Yeah, you had the personality, but there's nothing in your resume that had you as someone who was leading something. You always tried to run to go chase something. Then.
What you think about those strong comments from Gilbert?
I mean, keep it 100, man. I sort of agree with him. Like he didn't say nothing that made me, and I got a chance to watch that live. So yeah, I didn't really agree. I didn't really disagree with him. He said something. He tried to go in a little deeper where I didn't understand what he was talking about going to join teams and everything. But
Right.
Barkley was long in the tooth at that time. He was like, I want to say he was going into like his 14th, 15th season or something like that. So that's another thing too. Like his prime years were already used up when he left, but he hopped teams searching for a championship.
Yeah, that I remember that time obviously growing up. And it is kind of revisionist history from a lot of these guys. Again, they didn't have social media, there was no internet, so a lot of the information wasn't quick and direct, and some stuff is lost in translation. But Barkley definitely got out of Philly to try to win the championship, and what Gilbert was bringing up was that wasn't his choice. His first choice was to go to Portland.
Yeah,
and Portland was the number one team in the West.
Yeah.
They just went to the finals, they went to the conference finals, and then back to the finals. And he wanted to go there. So basically, you wanted to be hand me a championship ring, basically, and they didn't want you or could afford you. So then that's when he went to Phoenix. So that was the second choice.
That's the part where like I agree with them on the topic with Charles Barkley wanting to leave and go win the ring. But later on into that conversation, they brought Shaquille O'Neal into it.
Yeah.
And that's the part with the Shaq, trying to compare the Shaq situation to Charles Barkley situation. Totally two different situations. So that's the part where I was talking about. Yeah, Shaq, he tried to say that he tried to go join superstars. Like
he was washed. Shaq, when he tried to do that ring, he was done. Shaq was done. And I mean, Charles had a little more life when he went to Houston, but he didn't take it serious.
But that's not the part of the career that they compare. They're comparing. Well, Gil was comparing when Shaq left Orlando to go to L.A. And I'm like, nah, that's a totally different situation. That's a totally different situation, man.
Yeah, I remember him talking about that. He said something that Shaq is playing because he's going off on Shaq too about his revisionist history.
Yeah.
He said that Shaq knew he was going to LA and he's lying about it. That's basically what he's saying. Yeah. He said he knew where the money was, and that's the reason why he went to LA and didn't go anywhere else.
Yeah, Shaq, but he also said the part that I didn't like. I agree about that, but I didn't agree about the part when he was like, yeah, just like Barkley trying to join super teams. Shaq left and went to LA to join a super team. No, he did not.
It wasn't a super team. It was a good team.
It was a good team, but it wasn't a super team.
No, just like I would say Phoenix was a little better in my opinion, but Phoenix wasn't a super team. They were a good team. Just like LA was a good team.
I mean, you had a couple all-stars where you're like, if we can put this together, we can make something happen. And pretty much, back then you had 2 stars, but unless he would have joined Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, or I'm trying to think of any other people like.
If he'd have went to Portland, he'd have won the championship. Went to Portland a bit over.
Yeah, and that's the Philly, and that's the leaving Philly. That's the Philly Charles Barkley coming over.
Yeah. They don't want a chip. I don't know who you give up for that, Kevin Duckworth.
So you sound like similar to Carmelo. It would have changed up the legacy. It would have changed up some legacy.
It would have. Jordan would have had a lot more to worry about.
I think it's possible because that would have been too much. Because the Bulls had just beat them.
Yeah,
in the championship.
You got Clyde and Barkley, depending on who you give up. You still got Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams.
You got Cliff Williams,
Uncle Cliff.
Robinson. I'm sorry, Clifford Robinson. You got Duckworth in the middle, holding it down, enforcing. They had a squad, bro. They had a squad. He definitely did.
Yeah, shout out to Charles. They are changing things up. I think they do be kind of hating on the younger generation. They got to stop that.
Of course. But that's only because similar to what I was just telling Seven, right? A lot of the older players, they don't like the PER and the stats. Like the analytical side it's just like they looking at it like it's garbage. And they think that it's changed the game for the worse, when in reality, maybe it has shifted the game. But I'm not going to say for the worse yet, because it's helped the game as well.
Yeah, it has. There's benefits.
Yeah.
But speaking of that generation, we talked about it yesterday, that No Bull tour.
Yeah.
Yep. So I did research it a little bit. And it's saying it's not what is expected.
Exactly.
The guy that is there, Marquet, I don't know who he is, but he was in attendance, and he said they basically were just talking about their careers. There was nothing spectacular about it. He said it was a good show. Good show. Yeah. If you're a fan of the Bulls, they talked about all the complications, trials, and tribulations that they went through and overcome to win those championships and everything in their life. So he says a good show. It's just not what everyone was expecting. What do you think about the wool they put over everybody's eyes?
I think it was great marketing. It was amazing marketing. This is how you sell. You try to make something seem like it's going to be so controversial, and then you sell. And what they're not telling everybody, what you can look up, is they're going from major city to major city, because they're just doing this in major cities, right? They sold out pretty much. The whole tour is damn near sold out. Like majority of their tour is sold out, where they're going to go sit in front of a bunch of people and talk constantly. And then what's going to happen from there is they're going to end up making probably another documentary low key of filming them go from place to place. And their experiences talking. That's brilliant. Of course, I'm anti Michael Jordan until the real deal pops out. And guess what? Now we back on. They're relevant again.
There's a bag from every city, every country. And then if they get that DVD bag, that's even more money.
Yeah, they're gonna get a Netflix deal, probably a Netflix or a Hulu, or so somebody gonna give them a big deal, and they're gonna be streaming on there.
Yeah. Plus the Jordan brand deal they got to shut their mouth and I hate.
Yeah, and the Horace Grant, Luke Longley didn't. I can't say they might need it financially or whatnot, possibly, but they didn't really need this for press. Scottie Pippen needed this tremendously because his legacy has been getting crapped on. He's been ruining his own legacy. His son, even though his son just got rid of a situation, but his son and Jordan's son and wife and all of that stuff, like all that, like, bro, like, yeah. But that makes sense though. This is probably why Marcus left. This is probably why Marcus ended up. Scottie probably talked to MJ, and MJ went to Marcus, was like, yo, bro, it's time to stop trolling. Now he got a contract with Jordan. Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Shout out to those Chicago Bulls. But we're going to go to their rival. You know, this whole week I couldn't say nothing. They play tonight too. My Pistons is back up. They got that win against Chicago. And you see that Kyle Kuzma's in a bad spot right now. 11 straight losses after he made that comment a few months ago about the Pistons. Don't be that team. Now we're tied for actually they're a worse record now. The Wizards are worse by one game.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. He should have kept it quiet. They had no super team over there.
Bro, salute to Kyle Kuzma. I hope that he gets a chance to go to a winning team. Like, matter of fact, Detroit can use him. Detroit can use a Kyle Kuzma.
Michigan. He's from Michigan.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. That's another Michigan guy, right? That's another Michigan guy. They can use him. They can use him.
I was like, why'd you say that? You from Michigan.
Yeah. I hope that he gets to go to an organization within hopefully next season he gets traded and they actually gut the team and really start. Don't get these players, just use your draft picks and build from there. Yeah.
We're gonna see what they do tonight. I think they're playing it's a tough team, Cleveland. They're playing Cleveland tonight.
Who they gonna get 10 wins. They're gonna get 10 wins.
I think we need more than that to make sure we don't get what's the record?
I think 12. I think it's 12 wins.
We need like 12 or something.
Yeah, I think it's 12. So they need 3 more games? They need to win 3 more games or 4 more games. My fault. They need to win 4 more games. But next year, mark my words, unless barring injury, that's what I'm saying, because injuries mess up everything too. It's probably going to be the biggest turnaround in NBA history.
I told Seven, I'm saying play-in playoff. I told him that already.
I don't think they're going to be a play-in team next year. I think because you got 7th and 8th spot. Yeah, I think they're going. I'm looking at them at the 9th and 10th. I'm sorry. I'm looking at them as a 4th or 5th seed next year because they're going to have 1 year of playing experience with each other and knowing. And then this summer, I guarantee you, this summer they're going to go work hard. And Cade and all of them, they're going to play with each other and want to get better. And then Monty he has a full year under his belt, and he's going to be coaching this completely young team through the summer as well, staying on them because he know how much this means.
Not to mention any kind of transactional moves that they make to deepen the roster.
Yeah, I honestly don't think they need anybody. I don't. Well, maybe one veteran, maybe 1 or 2 veterans, but I look at them and bro, I really see them really next year, that 1 year of maturity. I see them going crazy. I see them going crazy next year, bro.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Bro, bro, most of their game, they've been losing all their games pretty much in the fourth quarter.
A lot of bad turnovers, bad decisions, things of that nature.
That's it, bro. It's not like they going out, they losing by 30, 40 points every night. Don't get me wrong, they got a couple bad losses, but most of their losses, in the fourth quarter, they close.
Yep, they turn the ball over, foul somebody, stuff like that. Bad shot selection.
Yeah. They gotta figure out who the leader is going to be. They don't know yet. But they're gonna be all right though. They're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, shout out to the D. And we're gonna move on to the World Games. Did you see the list?
I see it now. I mean,
yeah, Kevin Durant said he wants to make a statement with this one, like 40, 50 point wins. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but
bro, that's the thing about it, bro. All these niggas is old, bro. A basketball year, these niggas is old, bro. That's what scared me about them, is they old. Like, think about it. The best players is Steph, Bron, and KD. Steph is 36. KD is 35, 36. LeBron is going to be 40. Or damn, this is in 2024. This is this summer. So this is this summer. Okay. LeBron is going to 39. And somebody else that I seen up there was
well, Embiid's on there too. They're probably gonna take him out.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to.
Yeah, so he'll get a roster replacement.
They gonna need they got 7 players. They gonna need a good 5 more, well 6 more with Embiid out of the lineup. Yeah, like this ain't gonna be no, like, bro. I as much as I looking at that, as much as I want to be like, yeah, them niggas is old, bro.
Hell, I agree, but I still think they can win.
Of course, they got a shot. They got a shot at winning. But when you got Antetokounmpo, you got Jokic, you got Luka, you got Schroeder. Schroeder is amazing overseas. He's not in the NBA. He cool, but like when you got these type of players, marketing and all of them, and then some of them gonna be connecting with, bro, it's different bro. Game. Yeah.
Shout out. Hopefully we don't go in. What was it? Last place?
When?
This World Games, this past World Games.
I didn't watch it.
Something like that. I think we were terrible. We were terrible.
We didn't have to qualify because we won, because we wanted to qualify for winning.
We didn't medal or anything, so hopefully these guys will turn that around. I got this here. Tell me what you think about this.
Hold on for just a second. I gotta go.
Yes, sir. We're talking about an article about Paul Pierce. Some executives feel that Paul Pierce is better than Dwayne Wade, but are afraid to say it out loud. That's a tough decision. Paul Pierce was a great player for the Boston Celtics. He held them down for years before moving on. And D Wade had a great career in Miami. I believe, in my honest opinion, D Wade had a little bit more help overall in his career, where Paul had to suffer a little bit more in Boston. He had to hold it down longer, being the solo act than D Wade did. But I don't want to sneeze on Paul Pierce's career. You know, a lot of people do. They make fun of it. He was a great player. When you put the ball in his hands, that's why they called him the truth. He was clutch. Whenever you gave him the shot on that elbow and in that top of the post, he was knocking it down. He was getting wins for the Celtics, and he was very dependable. So I could see why people would say that possibly he's better. Obviously, his overall accolades is not better than Dwayne Wade's. Dwayne Wade's got 3 championships and all that good stuff, but you know, if you want someone to start a franchise with, a young Paul Pierce is not a bad option to have. So it doesn't shock me that they would say that Paul Pierce is possibly a better player than D Wade. Shout out to both of those Hall of Famers, though. It was great watching them in the league. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Who do you believe was better or is better? It's a great conversation. Of course, you know Paul Pierce thinks he's better than everybody. He constantly comes out and says those things. So let me know what you think. I got another topic here, waiting on my guy to come back, but we've got another topic of Jamal Crawford believes he's in the conversation for the greatest six man in history. That shouldn't even be a shocker here. Jamal Crawford, he has about 2 or 3 six man of the year awards. It's kind of like they got him out the league so he couldn't win anymore, and he could still play. Honestly, I believe they kind of wanted to usher in the younger generation. I believe the league does that a lot now. They want to, have an influx of younger talent, and they pushed out a lot of guys, including Jamal, who probably could have played a few more years of good basketball in the league. Even when they put him in Brooklyn that year, what was it, the bubble season, I believe, he came back with KD. Him and KD have a good relationship. He didn't play much, but I'm sure if he got the playing time, he could have averaged a double digits easy. If you watch him in his Pro-Am tour, his Pro-Am games out in Seattle, he still puts up great buckets. He looks like a young man out there still, and he's in his 40s almost, or I think he is in his 40s. One of the greatest six men ever. Definitely, you've got to put our guy Lou Williams in there, who has multiple six mans of the year as well, awards. And can't think of anybody else. I'm got to wait some other guys come back. If you got any in the comment section, definitely let me know. I'm thinking of older guys that didn't win the awards these guys did. They won multiple. So you definitely have to put Jamal and Lou Williams in that conversation as the greatest to ever do it. Possibly will get them in the Hall of Fame just off of those awards alone and the longevity that they had in their role. So we'll see what happens there. But, he's definitely in that conversation, and he definitely deserves the spotlight on his great career that he had playing that role. Too bad he couldn't win the championship in LA. They should have had one in the Clippers. They couldn't put it together, though. They couldn't put it together. But shout out to Jamal Crawford, another Michigan guy. He played for the University of Michigan. And of course, he came out, he said the reason he did play for him was because of the Fab Five, who had their reunion recently. Shout out to them. Those are my guys growing up. Jalen Rose, Juwan Howard, Chris Webber, Jimmy Jackson, and was it King? Jimmy King, yep. So, guys, that's all I got. My Sky VA, I think, has disappeared on me. But that's the end of the show we got for this week. Thank you for coming out to our show on Fridays, Friday Night Live, or Sports Night, as I call it. We'll be here every week, 6 p.m., giving you content, trying to do everything I can to give you content daily as well, breaking clips down, or at least we're going to pop in with some type of content for you, whether we do the community tab or short videos, whatever it is, or just news commentary for you to follow on the channel. We'll be on all platforms at Sports Game Vision. You can check it out here. It's either Sports Game Vision or SGV Talks. And you can definitely follow all my guys that came on the show today. Was BA, Get Your Bars Up Media. He's on all the platforms as well. And make sure you like all of our channels, subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. BA and Seven Mitchell at the Best of Seven Sports Talk, and Lakerland and Code, who didn't show up. Follow him as C6LD on multiple platforms. He normally shows up, but he's probably busy, but he's a friend of the platform and creates content as well for the Lakers. And I think you will like his energy on that as well. Follow us all across all boards. And again, we will be back next week. And throughout the weekend, I'll probably pop up with another live eventually. But shout out to everybody. And we're at the end of the show. As I say, Sports Game, you know the vision. Peace.